to Film and Beyond. I'm your host, Alan Tracy.
And I'm Rehana Power.
And today we have Jacelyn.
Jacelyn!
Yes.
Who does all of the things.
All the things.
Which I'm very excited about. I'm so excited that we have you on, especially so quickly after getting to meet you. We met at the latest Minwift, and it was so fun. And honestly, just from like moment one, because you were really leading it this time, and like just your energy and your vibe, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just obsessed with her. She's just so lovely and just so fun. And I was like, okay, we have to have her on the podcast. I want to talk to her more. So I'm so excited that you're on, and we have a new like icebreaker kind of thing we're gonna pilot here. So you're gonna pilot with us.
I'm for it.
So
yeah,
reaction videos, since our audience really goes for that right now. We have two options for you. The first option is a new music video or music of some kind. That's door one. Door two is Redemption of the First, which is our very first episode filled with so many lovely songs. Did not work out very well. Yes, that too. So you can choose that door as well, one of those original four that never really, one of the lost episodes, if you will. So, so you can, which door would you like to start with first?
Let's start with new.
New, okay. Ooh, exciting. Okay.
We're going to be daring.
Rehana, do you have a new one? What is it called? What is it?
Okay, so mine isn't. It's new for the podcast. It is not a new song.
Yeah.
It's Taylor Swift, which is very typical of me, but that's okay. But it's from her Reputation album, which is a while ago now, from like 2016, something like that.
Okay.
That's a couple days ago. And it's called Don't Blame Me. It's got it's got a good vibe to it. Good tune. So that's my song that I just want to make.
So that's option one. Option two.
Alan's like, moving on. What's next?
Alan's like, okay. And since no one wants to listen to Taylor Swift but Rehana.
That's not true. A lot of people.
Girl Fest, what's going on?
Yeah.
Right.
So my band is called, the band I like a lot is called The Warning. I am just obsessed since I saw them in July. They were at the Fillmore here in Minneapolis. And band based in Monterrey, Mexico. They're three sisters in a rock band. So, and I'm trying to decide which one I want to pick. It's okay. I'll go with Z. It's the song Z. It's called, and it's a live version.
Oh, okay.
So, Jacelyn, which one would you like to pick?
Which one?
You already know what I'm gonna pick. I feel like you guys know this already.
I don't.
I'm very eclectic. My father is a musician. Oh. I honor musicianship. I love the fact that Taylor is 10 toes down and went in and re-recorded everything. I think she's just a badass. But as soon as he said three women in a rock band, you had me. I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm done. I have to hear this.
They do all the things. They all play all the instruments and they all sing, and it's amazing.
I have to hear this.
They're so good.
Were you there, Alan? Were you at the concert?
Not this one. I wish I was at this one, but
this was a huge, like their biggest concert. It was.
Yeah. This is before their most recent album came out, which is the one they went on tour this last year with. This was before that, so about, I think this was 2023, if I'm not mistaken. But it was released
11 months ago.
Anyways.
Go.
I think, Z is the name of this song.
Okay.
Oh my God, look at all those people.
Yeah.
They're young. I'm thinking these are gonna be like 40-year-olds.
Yeah, no, they're very young.
Ooh, she's intense.
I love her voice.
Yeah. Yes, come on, drummer! Come on, drummer! Oh, look at this crowd.
Yes.
This is intense.
Oh,
You have a beautiful sound.
man.
It changes.
Yeah. Being like to be able to sing that well while playing the drums that well is insane.
Major.
Right.
Oh,
And she's doing it so just, seductively.
yes.
Actually. Like, girl, get it.
And like
She's
it's
not even
nothing.
sweating. Literally.
Yeah.
I need these pants. I need these cut out pants.
Right?
Look at her guitar. Oh my gosh. Look at this girl.
Yeah. Come on.
I think that we should. 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 I think that we should.
Yeah.
I just can't get
Aw.
over
So there it is. That
how
was Z.
like how talented that family is. Those are just sisters.
They're sisters.
They're sisters. Like, come on. They're all this talented. They can all play everything. They can all sing that well together. Like, oh my gosh. Get out of
Okay,
here.
so the baby's
Amazing.
on the drums.
Nope. On the
The
bass.
bass?
Yep. That's the baby.
Oh.
Yeah. Crazy.
The oldest is on lead guitar. Yes.
Yes. Yes. You got
So
it.
the middle is the drummer.
Yep. You got it.
Wow.
Oof.
These girls
Yeah.
are fierce. How did you find
They
them?
are.
How did you come upon them?
This was a pandemic find for me. So it was,
Ooh.
but they did have a deal with Republic Records in 2019 to release in 2020, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So or it happened, but it was like, we're gonna have to wait,
Wasn't- yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they were developing these songs back then. So it was,
Wow.
Mm.
yeah, they're dying to play, obviously. So
Oh my
Yeah, you
goodness.
can
You
really
can
tell
s-
how much they love it.
yeah,
Like they've been doing this since they were children. Like this is
Yeah.
their
yes, that's part of their
Selena
story.
Los Dinos. Like this
This-
is it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this concert is their 10-year mark, basically, as a band.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like
What are they,
that's-
20? 21? Were they
Yeah.
19?
As of today, Danny there is 25. So
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these are babies. I love it.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm here for it.
so,
So
there's
incredible.
hope for rock right now. I'd say.
Seriously, and then the
Yeah.
message, like, can we talk about the
Yes.
revolutionary message of,
Yes.
let's forget about all these lies that you've been told. Let's really
Mhm.
hold on and embrace the truth. And
Yes.
it's so funny because with rock music, we're always told it's of the devil, it's evil, but it's not. They're just screaming at you to get to the truth.
Yes. It really is. Yeah, they
Embrace it.
Yes.
we watched an actual music video of theirs
Go, 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 go.
a couple episodes ago or something, and
Go.
the video was it was intense because it had,
Authoritarian type, yeah.
yes, and it was very about like that. And I was like, oh, I need everyone to see this,
Yeah.
like, and really get the message, because yeah, they're here for it, and they have no fear. I love it.
I love it. I'm
Ugh.
enjoying these young people. I figured like when we were young, we're like, ooh,
Yeah.
we've got it. We're powerful.
Right?
Yeah.
We're going against the grain.
Yeah.
But we're also, the lights are on, so I'm gonna go inside. But
Yeah.
these kids are like, fuck a street light, man. I'm just gone. I'm gonna do what I
Yeah.
want to do. You're wrong. I'm gonna stand up for what is right. I don't
Yep.
care who's there.
I'm gonna make everybody hear me
I'm gonna make everybody hear me.
and listen. Yes.
Unapologetically.
Yes.
And that's what it is.
And I love that. I love that women, like, it's not like just another like male rock group
Right.
saying something. Like
Right.
it's
It's us.
I love it. It's us.
I love
And
it
people
too.
are listening, and that makes me happy.
They're listening.
They're listening. All right.
And they're not, they
that's
have their
fun.
clothes on. Can we say that?
Right.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are fully, to the point,
Yeah.
majority clothed. Couple of holes.
I'd say appropriately. Yeah.
It's appropriate.
They're
nowadays.
25.
Yeah.
Come on.
But they have their clothes on.
Yes.
And that is huge right now. I feel like it's a pandemic of women not putting on clothes. I don't know what that is about. But yeah. Put clothes on, honey.
Yeah. They're made for a reason.
Clothes on. They're
Also,
made
they're
for a
cute.
reason. They're so cute.
Like,
Who doesn't
why
like
not?
to put on clothes?
right? You can layer them, you can not, you
You
can
can layer
change it
up,
up.
change it up, do all
Try
the good
different-
things.
I mean, you can get a little pop color, you can get all color, you can just
Pop,
shine, you
color,
can like
shine,
neutrals and just
Yes.
feel like you can do whatever you want.
everyone. Monochromatic, color
Yes.
blocks.
Come on.
You know,
Yes.
you can actually have material cover your bottom.
The whole thing.
The whole thing can be covered.
I know. It's crazy.
Who knew that someone could cover the whole female body?
Us
a
and these
pandemic.
three. And that's it.
What?
Just kidding.
Shots
That's
fired, Taylor Swift. No, I'm
Just
just kidding.
I love Taylor Swift. I
Yeah,
love her
there it is.
outfits.
Loved.
I can never wear it, but I love it.
But we love
I
it.
also,
We're here for it.
We are.
Yeah.
But I also know that when she's not on stage, she wears sweatpants and hoodies just like me. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're
I'm good.
same.
yeah,
Different.
exactly. Yeah,
Same.
different. A couple $1 billion different.
Oh yeah.
But
Jeez.
same.
The same.
Same.
Well.
Same. Anyway, so that was fun. I really like that song. That was good.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Z, and I think that has something to do with also the Generation Z too. So
Oh yeah.
that they live a part of. So
Oh, okay.
That's
Yep.
smart. Good marketing.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kudos to
Well,
the girls.
Yeah,
Good for them.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Go.
So, Jacelyn, let's talk about you.
Me?
Okay, so you do everything. Can you talk a little bit more about that? No, so yeah, you're an actress. You
Yes.
have a production studio. You run a very important part of Minwift. You do so much. I don't actually understand how you have time to be with us right now, so I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
You guys are awesome.
What was the first step into I want to do anything in film and television, let alone where you're at now?
Right.
Yeah. Great question. I come from a very creative musical family. I mentioned that my dad is a musician. My mom was a health instructor and dance aerobics teacher turned principal. So the house was very
Wow.
artsy fartsy.
Mhm.
Nice.
And my dad was a part of the Sounds of Blackness. And every year they would do a Christmas musical the night before Christmas. And my father was the narrator for like 25 years.
Mhm.
And my sisters and I grew up
Whoa.
at rehearsal running around with every other actor's kid
Mm-hmm.
and learning the lines. So we used to act them out. And they had a couple of kids in the musical as well. But I'm not going to age myself, but I was a little girl. I was little.
A couple
And
weeks ago. Yeah.
I was a couple months back.
Yeah.
So that gave me like the actor's bug.
Mm-hmm.
Addicted to TV. I was that little girl, wake up early on
Yeah.
Saturday mornings with her Kellogg's, and I'm glued to the TV all day. Chores aren't done. My mom has to like yank the TV cord, but I'm memorizing every single line. And then playing it, acting it back to my family over the dinner table, for the punchline. And they're like, Jocelyn, that's hilarious. Oh, wow, you remember that. But my sisters would do it too. Then I got older, and my parents being in the school system, you get all the fun perks that come through technologies. They always, they give it to the teachers. So everything new, we got
educational
first.
discounts.
Yes.
Educational.
Right.
So as soon as I'm so going to age myself, certain type of video cameras came out.
Yep.
As you can see how I'm holding them.
Yes.
As soon as it came out,
VHS. All right.
darling,
Oh, yeah.
my parents sat us down and they said, look, we know you guys love acting out stuff. We started doing like sketches and stuff like that. Just
fun.
no one taught us this. We're just like, oh, what if we did this, this, and that? So we started little sketch comedy segments, started writing commercials. My favorite commercial was YIJ jeans, yeast infection jeans.
Yes.
I couldn't fit my jeans going into the next year. My mom's like, Jocelyn, you are taller now. You can't fit those jeans. But I was like, they're my favorite. I can't. And so, and so I put them on. My sisters were cracking up. And I was like, oh my gosh, what if we do a commercial and call them yeast infection jeans? Yes, that was like my favorite one. And then I know it's weird. And then that goes into church plays and being pulled out from everybody like, oh, wow, you can remember your lines and you understand stage direction. Jocelyn, take this lead role. It's like, okay. Then that turned into school plays, being the lead in Romeo and Juliet, tapping deeper into Shakespeare at North Minneapolis High School. We had a Shakespeare expert come from the Guthrie every day after school and teach us. Like I literally convinced my parents to get me this huge 400-page book of just all of Shakespeare's plays. And the Guthrie expert would literally single me out and we would sit down for at least 30 minutes after she would teach everybody. I've done Shakespeare competitions. You name it, I'm obsessed with Shakespeare. And I wanted to be a pediatrician. So I know, because I care for kids.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, but I was constantly in the theater. So my parents were like, you're not going to go to, New York and get on this stage. You're not going to go to LA and get on the stage, which was like, I think I have the acting bug. I know I dance. I know I sing. I know I write poetry. I know I'm really bossy, but I'm loving being on stage telling these stories. Yeah. They're like, yeah, that's cute. You're going to go to an HBCU like the rest of us. The whole family is highly educated. You're going to get your double masters. You're going to go after your doctorate. And then we can talk about this creative venture. So that wasn't really plotted in my family. Yeah. Because everybody's like, getting into education. And so I applied to Hofstra. I applied to so many schools on the East Coast that focus in on theater and arts. And I had to listen to my parents. So I went to Hampton University. I love Hampton. It's a private school, HBCU. Loved it. When I got there as a freshman, and please stop me if I'm talking too long because it's a long story.
This is perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I get to Hampton as a freshman and I'm put into junior and senior classes for theater arts.
Wow.
And my professors started to dote upon me and, just playing around, just writing characters because I've done this since I was a little kid. It's fun. they're like, oh, how about you guys create a monologue on, just some abstract character you would never think of playing. So I made up this a Caribbean grandmother that was tired of how her daughter was disciplining her children. And it was Smack the Kids. And so she's like, baby, you don't smack them, you whack them. And everybody was cracking up because it starts off really serious for like 2 minutes. It's the longest monologue I think I've ever written. And so my professor loved it so much, he brought in the dean of liberal arts and all these people. And I'm like, the president's here to hear me say smack and whack your kids. Like,
right.
Okay.
That's incredible.
But that led me to be a part of a traveling A-lister celebrity play as a freshman. We traveled with Jennifer Holliday from Dreamgirls.
Wow.
And she would sing, I am telling you, on set. Often. Love her.
Yes.
We had Sherelle, the singer Sherelle that sings Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Yep.
We had her. We had all these other celebrities. Philip Michael Thomas from Miami Vice. All these celebrities are here, and they're rehearsing on our campus, and they cast me to be in the church choir. But I learned so much because they're like, freshmen, you have to earn your keep.
Yeah.
And so I learned so much traveling with that play as a freshman, missing classes, but coming back and the teachers understand, like I'm an athlete or something. Like, this is cool. And then we had a new adjunct professor that was on Broadway. She just finished a stint on Broadway, came to teach, and said, you know what, Jacelyn, I have this. I was her assistant manager, stage manager. And then her choreographer got, I think she fell or something happened. So I took over with choreography for like a cabaret play. I forget the name of it, but we had a lot of Ella Fitzgerald and stuff like that. So I'm a dance background. I took over. She liked what I was doing. After the play, gave me her play that she wrote while on Broadway, asked me to direct that as a freshman. I said, wait, what is happening?
Oh my gosh.
Me? Yeah. I'm 18. You want me to direct your play?
Oh, man.
And I did.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's called Three Frogs. So that's the first play that I directed. And it was kind of like a Waiting for Godot. But dealing with three friends at the lake fishing. And one ends up betraying the other and then out of spite kills the other. So it was pretty dramatic. Play.
Yeah.
Long story short, I'm at the end of my year at Hampton. So when I'm not in the theater, I need to let loose. I'm partying. I'm having a good time.
Right? Yeah. You're a freshman in college.
I'm a freshman in college.
Yeah.
I maxed out my credit card. I did a lot.
You had credit at 8? No, I'm just saying.
Right, yeah.
Parents.
Yeah.
I'm thankful, but I would never give my child a credit card in college. Ever.
Right?
My mom called me like, what in God's name are you buying out there? I went to a party and I needed new shoes.
Exactly.
Where is Hampton University?
Hampton is in Virginia. It's in Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Okay.
So my dorm room I walk outside my dorm and the Chesapeake Bay is right there.
Oh, wow.
It's very beautiful. It's very romantic.
No kidding.
Yes, I had a, college sweetheart that was a football player. But understand, like, these girls are wearing Gucci and Prada to class. They're wearing 4-inch heels to class and getting straight A's. Okay?
Wow.
Like that's this is a Black HBCU private school. Like, this is how they do it. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm at the top in the theater. My balance was partying and shopping. Anywho's, my parents snatched me out of that situation. But then again, I was like, well, I feel like I'm at the plateau, right? Where do I go from here as a freshman? And I literally said that to my professor and to the dean. Like, I do love it here. I love that I'm a little star on campus, but I'm 19 now. What else can I learn here, honestly?
Hey, everyone. We've got 20 plus episodes up for you now on our Patreon with lots of fun chats, some really great guests.
Yeah, and join for free and get extra episodes for as little as $5 a month. You can join in the link in the show notes. Check us out at patreon.com/filmandbeyond.
And that kind of had them stumped. So I called my friends. I used to go to theater camp at Alabama State University in Montgomery. And the camp is called 3T, led by Dr. Tania Stewart, who was on In the Heat of the Night. She played the auntie on the TV show on the
Oh,
In the Heat
wow.
of the Night. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
And
wow.
so she led this
Okay.
camp. She was the director of theater at Alabama State. And my father went there. My sister was there. Family school. And my friends are like, well, we're filming a feature film right now. We're filming the Rosa Parks story. Angela Bassett, I just talked to her. Vance just talked to him. So you should just come here. I was like, what am I doing? Yes,
Yes.
I'm going to Alabama State.
Yes.
They're doing movies. What am I
Oh.
doing? Plays? Not knocking plays. I love plays.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Angela Bassett is my
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
yes.
And
Love
so
her.
I literally love obsessed. I
Mhm.
transferred there in the summertime, so I just missed when they wrapped Rosa Parks, but I worked my butt off to get my
Oh.
GPA on where it really needs to be because I am a scholar. It was at a
Mhm.
1.9. It was bad. And then tapped into the theater, auditioned for a dance company called Eclectic Dance Company at Alabama State, and ended up the next year heading up the company as a head coordinator and
Oh,
getting
wow.
us like local contracts with incoming acts from B2K to, you
What?
name it, opening up for comedy shows with our
Yeah.
dance. Creating like a dance Bible pretty much.
Yeah.
I became a creative director there, leading like their Black Nativity play and in larger
Mhm.
plays, large scale plays. I was also acting, I was modeling, I was a part of Elite Models there. So I was
Oh.
able to really expand what I
Yeah.
was looking for at Alabama State. We also had a producer from LA come in, Miss Daniel. I forget her last name, but we called her Miss Daniel. And she just got off of some huge motion picture and she taught us about production management. And
Mm.
our senior thesis was to create a production company,
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
right? And so
Challenge
that
accepted.
is
Where?
what sparked the idea for
Yeah.
Ja Panay Productions, which is my
Yes.
name, Jacelyn Panay.
Yep.
And so I
Yeah.
just kind of smushed that together
Yeah.
because, and the essence behind it is I'm a multi-hyphenate. I like to do so many things.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
know I'm not the only one out there that likes to be in front and behind, right? Alan,
Yeah.
too.
Well, not in front, but yeah.
But
you
do
like
all
to
the
do-
things behind. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
love to do all the things behind because you have
Yeah.
that idea, you know how to execute, but you also know how to bring that village together, right?
Mhm.
Right.
And Miss Daniel sat me down one-on-one. She said, Jocelyn, your presentation was great. Your brochure, we had to do a brochure, we had to create a website. Like it was
Wow.
a whole thing.
Yeah.
The budget, the business plan, everything. And she
Yeah.
said, Jocelyn, you could actually make this work. Like, I don't know what you want to do in life. Go act, go model, whatever you want to do. But
Mhm.
this right here, this is legacy that you're creating because you're providing
Ah.
opportunities for community, not just for yourself. And that's long lasting. And that
Mhm.
stuck with me.
Yeah.
And so I graduated, came back to Minnesota. I worked my butt off, saved my money, flew to LA. Because I was like, that's been
Yeah.
my love.
Ooh, yes.
Right? Lived in LA for a decade, but as soon as I got off the plane, I was in a feature film within a week
What?
and on
Nice.
several TV shows.
Okay.
Like,
What
yeah.
feature film?
Yes.
I was in the Biggie Smalls. It's called
Notorious?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
So that's when I met my mentor, my casting director mentor, Twinkie Bird. She calls me one of her diamonds.
Oh.
She has like a group of actors that she's like, nope, she's a diamond, he's a diamond, they're mine.
I love that.
That's when I first
Mm.
met her.
I'll be an
And,
emerald.
she's
It's
just-
okay.
I'll be an emerald.
Get me to emerald status at least. No, I'm kidding.
Emerald
I'm kidding.
status. A ruby. I love it.
I need to make the yeast infected jeans first. Do you have like a picture of that or like a clip, anything? No? Okay.
Search.
We'll
I
just have to
don't.
do like a search for that. Like, what did
It's
this look
on
like?
VHS somewhere in
Well,
this universe.
I guess we could ask an AI bot to look for it, but
Ooh, like that would be crazy. They probably make up something.
Exactly, that's the
yeah,
thing.
You
Yeah.
know, it wouldn't be the same.
yeah.
But it was
Right.
a like the jingle was like, I love my YIJs or something like that. Like
AJ's. Okay.
It was something like that. It had us cracking up. And my
I love
mom
it.
busted in our room like, if you don't take those jeans off, they are too tight. They are too tight.
Yes. Is it yeast affected genes? Is that
No,
what it was?
yeast
Or infected, right?
Infected.
Infected because
Okay.
Yeah.
it's so tight.
YI, yeah.
It will cause
YIJ?
YIJ.
Oh,
YIJ,
okay.
yeast
Okay.
infected genes. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
that
so
makes sense.
tight it'll cause a yeast
Yep.
infection
Yep.
down there for ladies. You know, men can get them too. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Men can get them too. I learned that. Something new to learn.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah. So that's
So
like
anyways,
a
you're
little
a
bit of my
diamond.
story.
You're a diamond in LA.
Okay, so you're you're like, I'm gonna go to LA, and then a week
Yeah, so
later
many
you're like, you know what?
questions.
I'm gonna be in the film Notorious. Don't worry about me.
You're hilarious.
Like,
I love it.
I love this.
Did you go to New
happened
York? I
with-
mean, what's the
I didn't. I actually just got back from Connecticut from Yale University
Ooh.
to see Zora Neale Hurston's play called Spunk. It's the debut of it. My good friend Charlie Hudson III is in it. We went to theater camp and to school together, and the play's never been done. So this was the first time. So just got back from that, just like in support, but it's kind of sparking ideas because it has a lot to do with hoodoo, voodoo, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Mm,
I'm like, ooh, another world
Love
that
that.
scares me.
mhm.
But yeah, no, LA was a great run. I hope to go back there. I lived there for like a decade, and I worked in front of the camera, and then started doing like plays in LA. No,
Yeah, it's definitely
don't do
different.
it.
Yeah.
It was a paid gig, and I was like, okay, let's keep these lights on.
I mean, yes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
right.
I'm gonna take a check.
If you're gonna get paid to
Yes.
act, yes,
Then I'm
but
gonna take a check.
right.
Well,
Yes.
not all checks are good, but
Right,
there
yeah.
are certain
But they
writers'
balance.
strikes. They do balance that checkbook.
But
Yeah.
okay, so you did mention comedy for a second there. Do you have a favorite comic or
Like stand-up comedian.
a few or
Who
who?
doesn't love Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle? And I'm not on
Okay,
the
yeah.
bandwagon. It's just the fact of the matter that it's raw, that
Mhm.
it's literally what I'm thinking at the front of my mind, not the back. Growing up, you know, Red Fox, Richard Pryor, that was forbidden.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
your parents have a party, the album is playing or the 8-track
Yeah.
is playing, and it's
Yep.
like, go to bed. know.
You're not allowed to listen to this.
You are not allowed.
Yeah.
Little girl. Yeah, who else do
Mhm.
I really am into Zainab Johnson right now.
Ooh.
Zainab Johnson, hilarious. I don't know if she's from Sudan.
Okay.
I feel like
She's
I
New
know who
York,
you're
but I
talking
feel like-
about.
Yeah, Zainab.
Yes.
Zainab. I'm
Yep.
addicted to her. I'm addicted to her, and
I'll have to check her out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen some of her reels have come across like as I'm just swiping through because now like comics are like half of my algorithm, so that's how I get introduced. And I saw a couple of hers, and I went to her page, and I was like, now I'm going to spend an hour just watching her videos.
sounds like we're good friends because I did the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yes,
Like, oh.
like well,
So if you guys ever ride in my car, we're listening to Sirius XM,
yes,
Kevin Hart, LOL. I'm just listening to comedy. So I
Yes.
need to laugh. I have
Exactly.
to laugh.
Yes.
yes,
We're
yeah.
big on
We're
comedy here. Yeah.
Huge on
Huge.
comedy. Like I mean, stand-up comedians we try and go see all the time.
Really?
Like big ones, like newer, like we've seen a couple of their things and they're actually coming here. It's so exciting. And introduce each other and trying to introduce our guests to comedy if they're not like super into comedians to be like, well, you should check out.
Yes.
'Cause
It's
yes,
so
like
key.
it is. I mean,
We have to laugh.
Exactly. If you've had a bad day or a bad week or a bad since January 6th,
Mhm,
2024, like, I mean,
mhm.
you
You
just
need it.
need it.
You need it.
And it is, oh my gosh. It's
It's
like if you can
medicine,
just,
right?
yes. And there's so much good comedy out there.
Yeah.
And I have to say, so many good female comics.
So
And I
many
love that
good.
there's more coming out. So
I feel
many.
like I need to pull my YouTube up because I feel like if I
Mhm.
open up my YouTube, they're all just gonna there's
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know
like
like Tony Baker?
oh my God, that's my friend from LA. Yes.
What?
I remember when
What?
Tony started. Yes. A
Oh
lot
my
of these
God.
comics that have made it big, I
Ugh.
met in LA and we would hang out. So a childhood friend,
Tell him to come
um,
here, please, because
I've told
Minneapolis.
him, he's like, well, who gonna pay me?
It's Acme. It'll
I mean,
be good.
that's true. He can go to Acme and then he could be on the podcast and make us laugh
I'll
because
ask him.
I'm
Yeah,
all for funny people. All the funny people.
he's so funny.
You
I
want me
love
to
Scaredy
it.
Cat
ask
is
him
one of
right
my
now?
favorites. Yeah.
I,
Um.
I can ask him right now.
Oh.
Yeah, do it.
Tony, what up, ma?
Shout out Tony.
No,
Yes.
Tony's amazing. Tony's
Oh,
amazing. Kevin, that
yep.
has a show on BET, Churchy.
Mhm.
I have another good friend that has tons of commercials. Uh, I see his face, but his name is not in the forefront of my head. But
I will say I'm bad at names.
Peep Girl.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
have to like see you, and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Like I'm
that.
picturing like 6 different comedians that I've watched so many reels of that I'm like, that person's hilarious, that person's hilarious, that person's hilarious. And I
Yeah.
can't think of a single one of their names, but I'm like, as
Nathan
soon as they pop
McIntosh
up,
is one.
yep,
Nathan,
yeah.
that name sounds
Alan's
familiar.
He's
yeah.
New York based. He's originally from Canada, but yeah,
Really?
he's got 2 specials on YouTube. I know of at least.
Cool.
So
I'm sorry.
I will say Kevin
telling
Hart,
him.
that's one that I think after like his first special, I became like unnecessarily obsessed with his comedy. And I like my partner and I would go to like if somebody big was coming, we'd be like, all right, we're gonna go like we love the Jim Gaffigan special from a bunch of
Yeah, oh
years ago.
my
And he
gosh,
came here and I
yes.
was like, okay, we're gonna go.
He
And
gives me so much life. Not to cut you
yes,
off, but he does.
yes,
Chip chap. I don't know what chip chap means. I like stop
yes,
myself daily and say, chip chap. I don't know what chip chap means.
yes,
I love it.
yeah,
I'm here for it.
exactly. And like
I
Taylor
think about bread
Tomlinson,
bowls,
like,
pasta bread bowls.
oh
That's the one I
yeah,
think about
yes, oh, like just everything.
constantly. I've made a
And
mistake or something.
I just
I've
waited
made so many
for
bad choices. I've
it.
made pasta bread bowls. I was out
His
of
comedy,
control.
it can like pop into your head at least once a day because it's all so relatable since most of it revolves around food.
Yes.
And it just like yes.
Definitely listen to his book on his audiobook when he narrates that.
Oh, he
Oh my
narrated it.
goodness.
Yeah.
I love it when they do that, when they narrate their own books, because that's how I hear it in my head anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're just
And
making
then
You
they
have to.
add to it. They
Yeah.
add to it. What's her name from SNL? Tall comic. What's her name? She has a book, but then she did the audio book and she said, the
Amy
hell
Poehler.
I'm gonna read this. It happened to me. I'm just gonna say it. I was like, oh,
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones.
Oh,
Leslie,
yes.
Leslie Jones. Oh, I love her.
Yes.
Oh,
She's
she is
so
just raw and
Yeah.
authentic and
Uh-huh.
does not care. Just
No.
not care. She's like, I'm gonna tell it. It happened to me. So, and
Yeah.
this what you did. This what
Okay.
you should have did.
Now I have to listen to that.
Yeah, now I have
love
to listen to
her.
that, and I just looked up
Yes.
for Jim Gaffigan. It's Dad is Fat, and then there's another one called
Oh yeah.
Food: A Love Story. I didn't know that one was. Oh, okay.
That's
Well.
a very
I
yeah.
just watched him in I'm still watching this movie that came out on Hulu with Melissa McCarthy, him and Jerry Seinfeld, and it's
Oh.
the Kellogg
about like
movie.
Pop-Tarts? or something?
Pop-Tarts,
Yes.
Yeah.
Popped or
Yeah,
something.
about the
Something
yeah,
like
about
that.
Yeah.
the or
And
Kellogg,
he's
yeah.
in there. He has like a prominent role. He's really good.
Oh,
I almost
didn't know
didn't
that.
recognize him, but
Yeah. Well, I recognize
love
it,
that.
but anyway.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to watch that. I didn't realize he was in that.
Chip chat.
But yes, so like like we were going through this whole streak of
But
like seeing all these big people that were here, and I was so excited.
Yeah.
And I was just waiting. I was like, I know, because Kevin Hart was going on tour. I was like, I know he's gonna come here. It's gonna be great. We have to go. And then he didn't. And then like a couple of years later, he did. And I found out like a week before somehow.
Yeah.
But the tickets were like $1 trillion. And I was like,
Astronomical.
I'll never be rich enough to go to this. And it broke my heart. And I was like, but I just think his stuff is just, it never like ceases to make me laugh.
Yeah.
And now
he's
like
funny.
where you say things like out loud and it's just a normal sentence, but in your head, you're saying it as them. So you like put like an emphasis on something or like you give like a look and I'm just like, in my head, this is hilarious because this is how he does it.
This is how he
and
does
no
it.
one gets it. 'Cause
No one
I
gets
am
it.
not Kevin
And that's
Hart.
okay. And that is okay.
He's just-
Because it made you laugh.
Yes. I feel
That's
like
what
that's the
matters.
sign of great comedy where
Yeah.
like it sticks in your
It
head and you're like, now anytime I say something like this,
Yeah.
I'm saying it as them
Yeah.
because it's too good.
And Rehana went to
And-
Taylor Tomlinson's special that recorded here.
Yeah.
I went to
Mhm.
Kelsey Cook that just recorded hers here.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the
Straight up.
invite?
Well,
You will
now
officially
you're
be
on the list.
now.
Please.
Yes.
I'm showing up and I'm
Yes.
gonna be the loudest person
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Comments are usually like, who is that? Who's paying her? Because
Yes.
I like her. I'm gonna take her with me.
That's
wherever I go.
honestly, that's the group that we are. Is like other people
I
will
love
laugh
it.
at stuff, but then all of a sudden, whoever it is will say something, and we'll all laugh so loudly, hysterically, and no one else is laughing. And I'm like, look, if you don't have a good enough sense of humor to laugh at all of the jokes, don't be here. Like, what are you doing? What? We saw. Oh, who was it? You, me, and Kaylin went and saw Alan.
Jimmy O Yang.
Yes, so funny.
Oh, Yang. Jimmy
I
O
didn't-
Yang.
If you see his face, you're just gonna
he
be
was
like,
in a
that guy.
Hulu special or a show recently. What was that called?
He was also in Space Force.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sexy man.
He's so funny. Just like a
His-
little nerdy
his-
guy. And I'm like, yes.
His whole thing with his dad is hilarious. It's
It's
just
really-
like,
hysterical.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
He's
so
like
good.
super popular on, I think it was Red Note or
His
something.
dad is, yeah.
His
And
dad.
so, like,
Yes.
he'll travel and people will be like, oh, you're his son.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like they know his dad. And he's like,
What about me? What happened?
I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm in all of these things.
Like literally, he's in I think his standout or debut role was in a Melissa McCarthy movie.
Mhm.
They're in college and he plays the boyfriend.
Ooh, okay.
When
I
Melissa,
like it.
when her husband divorced her, and then she went back to college, and her daughter was dating Jimmy, and she started dating Jimmy's friend.
Ooh.
It's my Saturday. Well, it used to be my Saturday
It
movie
sounds-
for a long time. It's hilarious. It's
It
hilarious.
sounds
But
funny.
But he was just dry, snarky.
Yes.
I was like,
Mhm.
who is he? Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. Be
Yeah.
snarky again.
Yeah.
Be snarky one more time.
He's so funny.
I love it.
Ugh.
I love it.
Okay. I love this. Yeah, so now you're officially on the list because we don't know a lot of people that love stand-up comedy like we
Right.
do. So yeah,
That's
anytime that
crazy.
someone coming, we're gonna
Within
let
our
you know.
like film circles especially too, because it's
Yeah.
like they're
That's
I know.
wild.
yeah.
Yeah.
One more, and
Yes.
I would not be a true friend if I did not shout her out. Kanisha Bus from the Upper West Coast, and we met in LA. Stand-up comedian.
Yes.
She's outstanding. She's on Sirius XM. Came up right there with Tony Baker and Kevin.
Aw.
She needs her own show. I just have to plug her. But we used
Okay.
to work together. She's a good friend, wonderful person. But Kanisha Bus comedy is hilarious. She's straight from the. She reminds me of Leslie Jones.
Mhm.
She's just hilarious. And so
I
is
feel-
her daughter. Her daughter is hilarious too. You should watch their Instagram.
Okay.
Aw.
Daughter
Okay.
makes the craziest faces. Period.
I love
In
that.
kindergarten.
Oh my gosh, the videos with kids.
Go,
honestly,
go.
like there's a
Videos
Oh,
with
man.
kids.
there's a a family in, I think they're in England, and dad they've got like three daughters or something, and they all love like doing, like they're very creative and stuff, and so they do fun videos and stuff. But their youngest, she'll like sit in the car with him, and he has so many videos with her where she is like, "Oh no, we can't leave yet. No, this Aretha song's on," and she just starts going for it. And he's like, "How do you know?" And
Like,
she
how do
like
you know?
knows what words to like emphasize and like has the soul of it. And she's like,
Oh, I
"Huh."
love it.
And the dad's like, "What are you? What
Like,
is
who
what?
taught you
Who
this?
are you?
Whose
Like, how
child
do you
is
know what
this?
this means?" Like, and it's the cutest and funniest thing ever. Oh, I wish I could
I
think of the
love
name of
it.
that. I'll have to
No,
send it to you later.
I've
It's
seen those videos before.
yes.
I know
God,
exactly what you're talking about.
every time I'm just like, this little girl's my favorite human. Like,
Oh,
this is the best thing I've seen all day. Like, it's amazing.
babies.
Yes.
So,
Um,
Jocelyn,
Yes.
yeah.
what is coming up next for you? I know one thing is, but
Yeah.
it will happen after when this comes out, so you can talk about it if you want.
But
But
yeah, still talk
yeah,
about it.
let's talk about it. Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's
What's
do it.
Going
next?
on this weekend.
This weekend, we have Minnesota Women in Film and Television's event by Melanated and Inclusion called In Front of the Lens, Behind the Camera. And this is featuring three expert panelists, Spike Lee's first assistant director, Van Hayden, Sarah Isaacson, casting director for Chicago Fire, and our very own film commissioner here in the state of Minnesota, Nell Lorenz Warham. Really excited to have them as panelists. I will be the moderator for the evening, and we're going to deep dive into some questions of not just breaking down the barriers of BIPOC and LGBTQ plus creatives in the industry, but how do we teach? How do we mentor? How do we create that village? What are the tools that we need to be successful as creatives in general? And we do have affiliates that are going to be there from Film North to Twin Cities Film Festival and beyond. And we are inviting everybody, even though this is coming out after. Thank you guys for attending.
Yeah.
This is a series. I'm so thankful and grateful that this has come to fruition.
Good.
Thankful to my counterparts, my Ride or Dies, Minnesota Women in Film and Television, Janie,
Yes.
our president, Audra, our VP, to Charlotte Marie, our treasurer, Dallas, our secretary, Carrie, Chris, Kelly, Bianca Rhodes. Her company is our primary sponsor. My company, Job Day Productions, is our secondary sponsor. We have tons of anonymous donors that have, put into the pot for this too. So very grateful for it. It's at, or was at, Par 365 venue in Roseville, which is a golf simulator location. It's getting
Which is
cold.
cool.
It's super cool. Bring
Yeah.
your family, come get drunk, have some delicious chef food. I mean,
Yes.
the food is just chef's kiss. But yeah, come, go to Par 365. It's getting cold. You can't get on the par anymore.
Right.
Go here.
Yeah.
Get your life here. So I'm grateful. It's about time we had an event like this.
Yeah.
And yes, we have a lot of events in the state of Minnesota, but an event that really bridges the gap between Minnesota Women in Film, Twin Cities Film Festival, Film North, Twin Cities Black Film Festival, IATSE, SAG, all of us coming together under one roof. The highly professional, and I mean like you're working on $100 million film, to those that are working on indie projects, are up and coming creatives that are underrepresented. We are coming together to create opportunities. So I'm really excited about that. And this will be a series. This is just part one.
Nice.
Working with
Good.
people
That's
behind the
exciting.
camera, right? People
Yeah.
like Alan and I and you, darling, Rihanna, working behind the camera. And that's like a endless job, because there's always something to do, right? And sometimes it's a thankless job, and we need to talk about those things. We need to be acknowledged. So that's why I figured let's put us first.
I love
The
it.
actors can wait.
I will say I'm also an actor. And so I appreciate your acting background and love and passion. And I love that it is expanded into like just the love and understanding and knowledge and education and experience literally everywhere surrounding. So it's not just in front of the camera or on stage. It's like sprinkled all around a production. in
Yes.
every possible way.
Yes.
Because I think that just makes all the difference for everybody else on set and helps them to realize, oh, maybe I actually want to learn about this and want to do this, or have just a deeper respect and understanding for, like, okay, this is what I do. Like, I'm an actor, but you've got the brunt of everything going on, and I want to make life easier for you, and I want to collaborate well with you. So what do you need from me?
Yeah.
Is being on set with somebody who has a toe in every pool and understanding, and I just love it. I think it's amazing.
I
I don't know
enjoy you
how
for
I don't
saying
know how
that.
you do all those things. I don't know how you're that busy, but I'm so glad about it, and I'm so excited for this event.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That it's
outstanding.
part one. Is it after it happens, then planning for part two starts, or do you have kind of an idea already of like what you want it to be?
Definitely have an idea for what the next part. One thing that you'll learn about me, I'm always planning, and I'm an octopus.
Oh, I love that. That's a
And
great, yeah.
I was that little girl that's nosy. No, what are you doing? But why are you doing it? Why are you doing it
Yeah.
like that? Oh, wait, what
Hmm.
are they doing? That is me.
I
And it
love that.
kind of led to me being a holistic creative. I don't know if that's a
Yeah,
thing, but
that's a good way to
we'll
explain
use
it.
a
Yeah.
holistic creative. I'm gonna
Yeah.
introduce myself like that.
Yeah,
Jocelyn,
there's just so
That's
much.
perfect.
holistic, right?
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
it's hard, isn't it? Because it's like you're a filmmaker, you're a podcaster, you do things, actor,
Writer,
Model, creative
director.
director,
Yeah.
writer, producer,
Yeah.
yes.
casting director,
Yep. Choreographer.
choreographer.
Do
Um,
stuff with music.
I do. I manage two
Yeah.
Afrofusion music artists. I also manage a professional transformation speaker. I run a weekly radio show, Frogtown Radio. I manage my parents.
Good.
Try my
Oh boy.
hardest. I
I
know
hear
they're
you.
Deep
making a
breaths, deep
difference.
I
breaths.
hear you.
Okay.
They're my kids. But
Yeah.
no, we are planning. So I'm hoping to get my mentor, Twinkie Bird, here and
Oh,
Dr.
yeah.
Byerly from Family Business
Hmm.
to do a roundtable monologue auditioning um,
Oh.
slam, which is what they do in Atlanta and Los Angeles, and
Oh,
that will
cool.
solely be focused on the actors. Everybody can
Mm.
attend, but
Hmm.
it's solely going
Yeah.
to be on focus on the actors. And so, Janie, our president of Minnesota Women in Film and Television, we
Hmm.
both wrote a grant this year. We weren't approved, but it's okay. We're going to keep going.
Yep.
But the
Yeah.
grant was to fund the first in front of the lens behind the camera, and we were
Okay.
going to do in front if we
Yeah.
were able to get that grant and fly them in.
Hmm.
But then I was like,
Uh,
whoa. I like the turn of events because we need to
Yeah.
focus on the people behind.
Yeah.
They're the bread and butter,
Hmm.
right?
Without
But
them,
no,
actors don't have anything to.
without them, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Just stare at each other?
I mean, we can.
you could make social media content. I'm just kidding.
We could make a full-blown short film about YIJ.
I was gonna
That's all I'm
say,
saying.
yes,
We could Z-Fest this very quickly.
recreation of the events that occurred and like a dramatic reenactment or something.
Yes.
Girl putting her
Yes.
jeans on. She can't get him, so she's jumping. Then she lays on the bed. That's
Yeah.
literally how it starts.
It's
You lay on
yeah.
the bed and you're like, ugh. And then
Yeah.
you get up and it's just like,
And you're
ow.
just stiff and you can't, like, your knees don't bend.
It's-
If you think about even like slightly like over, you're done.
You're done.
You're standing
Yeah,
straight.
That's it. You're standing
It's-
straight. That's
You
it.
got the best posture in the world.
Your best posture in the world.
But if you think you're making it out the door and into the car, you're
oh
wrong.
no, hobo.
No.
No.
This is for a photo opportunity only. And then at the
So-
very end, it breaks into the jingle and then it cuts.
Oh wow, Rahana has it already figured out. Okay. So
Jocelyn, I love this so much.
I can tell
Oh my
she loves
God.
it so much. She really does. She means it. So Jocelyn, where can
This is
people find you or support you?
Yeah.
And um,
You're over already?
get in
Gosh,
contact with
that's
you. Yeah.
it? Aw,
I know.
we're just having
It's
fun.
not it.
I
It's
know.
just for now, you know.
This is
We
part
have to.
one.
We should have plugged your stuff up front, but go ahead. Yeah, where can people find your work or
Yeah.
follow
Here
you or
goes
whatever?
Alan ruining the
I
actor's
know, right?
fun.
Yeah.
Here goes behind the camera.
We're trying to laugh.
Trying to produce an
Okay.
The producer's like, let's go.
Let's go. This is too much. This is too much
The
laughing.
director side of me loves it though. It's just like,
Yeah.
yes,
Good
more
material.
more. Yeah.
Keep
Alan's
going.
like, Rehana is off topic again. We need to get her out of here. Every episode, I cannot stay on topic. It's a problem.
Do you want to
got
talk
to
about
two
it again? Do you want to
questions.
say that?
I know.
Tell her what's up.
I didn't. You know what? No, I did. I took my meds today. I have ADHD, and it really gets me. And I took them today, but I might have taken them too early because it's definitely worn off at this point. And I just love you as a human, and so I'm having so much fun that I want to tangent in every possible way. That's what's going on.
Fair.
That's what happens.
She said, FYI, they might have worn off. I don't know. But
I
you're
don't know.
fun. I like you. We're having a good time.
I think my meds were like, she's having a good time. We're gonna stand back now. We're just gonna let her. We're gonna let her
She
go.
doesn't need us.
Exactly.
It's cool.
We did our job today. Go be free. Laugh. Enjoy.
Got her to this part. We're okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
we
We're off the
got her
clock.
here.
We're out.
I know. Check
See you
please.
tomorrow.
She doesn't need us. She's done. No. We're good.
We're done. And all of a
Let
sudden
her
my
go.
brain's just like click. And I'm just like, ooh, okay, we're gonna deep dive here.
Alan is not having this. Alan
No.
is like, shut up. Please. The time. We are out of time, people. Please stop.
It's okay.
what
I
have
don't.
to do?
I'm just saying.
I think
like,
no,
if
before I'm gonna
we-
have one more question. I got one more Jacelyn question.
Okay. Go ahead.
So from the actor or director, whether it's in front of the front of the camera or behind the camera, is there something that you have coming up that you're like really, really excited about?
Ooh, I am writing. I have a writer's group. We're called Black Lens and Pens,
Ooh.
and we are working on a television show. It is a multi-genre. It's a psychodrama slash a little bit of procedural, and everybody wants to fight me on that, but I don't really care. But it takes place in Mississippi. It is a family that is indigenous to the land. They have their own
Okay.
town, but they are they can't pay for anything anymore. Rent, everything's dilapidated. How do they get
Yep.
by? They own a funeral home. I'm gonna leave it like that because I want your mind to wonder, how do they
Yeah.
make it? What are they gonna do? So it's like
Yeah.
Ozark meets Sinners
Ooh.
meets I don't know if I should say it, but 6 Feet Deep. So it's pretty windy
Yeah.
and it scares me. And I often write from a need within my family. So we
Mhm.
are indigenous to this land,
Mhm.
and we migrated from Charlotte, Carolina to Mississippi down to Louisiana.
Yeah.
And but this family stops in Mississippi, and all of the rituals that I'm learning about in my culture and also my Creole culture are
Mhm.
mixing together. So I'm going through discovery through these characters,
Yeah.
if that
Yeah.
makes sense, and it's pretty scary for me.
Right.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I
that's what
can-
I'm working on.
That's very relatable,
Oh,
especially from a
wow.
writing standpoint, because
Yeah.
you have to write from at least part of what you know, and then other things,
personal
of course,
place.
too. But
Mhm.
things that interest you, of course. But yeah.
Yeah. You had me at Ozark meets Sinners, so I'm in there. I've never seen 6 Feet Deep, but Ozark and Sinners.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sinners, sorry, Alan. So speaking of Sinners, I feel like for me, Sinners is honestly, I think it's like my top movie this year. I've heard a couple people say it's number 2 behind like One Battle After Another or something, but which I would say that's 2 for me. But anyway, not the point. I'm curious, what's your favorite movie of the year so far?
This year so far, it's been Sinners. I heard
Okay.
Hamnet is supposed to be like
Yeah.
numero uno, and I'm like, okay, let me loose out I have to get into my movie brain that's
Yeah.
non-judgmental, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then go when no one else is in the movie theater so I can
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? I need to talk to
Yes.
myself. Like, why that camera angle?
Talk through
Okay,
it. Yeah.
that lighting was trash. Really?
Yep.
Why would you say that line like that? Oh,
Yeah.
no, that was good. Oh, I felt it. What was their thought
Like,
process,
oh,
right?
I get it. Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
But Sinners so far, and I say Sinners because it is so layered. It is
Yes.
beyond an onion, right? And it
Yes.
scared the out of me. I had to
Mhm.
go see it with a friend. When they were outside doing the Conjuring Christian dance, I was in
Ooh.
my friend's underpit, which
Mhm.
thank God it smelled okay. And I had some vodka. So I was
That
like,
helps, yeah.
ooh,
Mhm.
that was scary. But the
Yes.
dance sequence in the barn house
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
got me. And everyone that I talked to, they're like, yes, that
Yep.
was like, I was
Yeah.
talking to a friend at Twin Cities Film Festival about this, and he said, doesn't that kind of feel like that was the nucleus of the film? Like maybe that's where he started
Yeah.
with the film and then just started to build it out
Yeah.
from there, because it is so intricate, it is so layered and deep.
Mhm.
And I love it so much because that's how I see things in my life.
Yeah.
I see my ancestors when I'm doing things. I can
Mhm.
feel other people's ancestors. Like I know that, okay, I'm in this room, it's you and I, but I know we're
Yeah.
not alone.
Yep.
And so to see them dance around,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. And they're in traditional garment. Oh my
Yes.
God. And they're, oh, this is amazing.
And the way that like
Yeah.
he had made sure that the music from every generation, like past, present, future, all of it just like fluidly bled together so perfectly. And oh my God, it was
The
the most
respect.
beautiful.
It's
Yes.
the respect for me of
Mhm.
culture, of
Yeah.
ancient culture that
Mhm.
builds and bonds us together. That
Yeah.
is what got me. The
Mhm.
richness we got to see. And even though we get to the core of, you know, good versus bad or evil versus
Yeah.
love, however you want to break it down, we get to see the truth of the matter
Yeah.
in every single soul. That is what makes it number one.
Mhm.
Everybody got to see themselves on that screen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everybody, whether you're a vampire or not,
Yeah.
you got to see yourself on this
Mhm.
screen. And
Yep.
for me, that is a connective tissue, and that makes it, I mean,
Mhm.
beyond the lenses that he used,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All
Mhm.
these different formats.
Yes.
Dude,
Unbelievable. Yeah.
my brain
And
was
the
stretched.
yeah. And just
Go, go,
hearing
go.
him, like I watched so many interviews with him, and like the whole main cast after seeing that, and like hearing him talk about it and talk about all the little tiny nuances and like the meaning behind every single thing, and like the music, and even the Irish. He was like, yeah, no, my kids and I love to listen to Irish folk music. And I'm like, I would never have assumed that. But now that I listen to the soundtrack all the time, I'm like, yeah, I love this song. It's great. I'm
There
like,
was
okay, I
another,
hear it.
not to cut you off, he also said that his uncle used to listen to or sing like these kind of hunted
Yeah.
songs, right?
Yeah.
In the dark, he'd be listening to these blues songs that are so
Yes.
like bluegrass but dark.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
he'd be comfortable with it. I'm like, where do you sit? Where do you
Right?
sit in class,
Yeah.
Ryan? I don't know if I'm
Yes.
sitting next to you. I don't know if I'm sitting next to her. Like, a
Yes.
little too comfortable in the dark, honey.
Oh, yeah, it is. Man,
What
it's
a-
no wonder that the movie did as well as it was, with just how much love and care and meaning was put behind every second. And if it doesn't win every single award, I am gonna riot.
Yeah,
Not even just nominated. It needs to win every
yeah,
single award.
has
And I
to.
usually get angry and rant about the award shows anyway and things that were missed, but like I
Yes.
am
Yeah, the year Woman
Oh.
King was not nominated. Rehana was.
I was livid. I was like, I'm sorry, you're gonna nominate like 8 out of the 10 movies for best film, and that's not nominated for a single thing.
Like,
Yeah.
what are we
Viola
doing?
Davis just isn't even in
What
here.
like what are we doing?
Like
That
what?
is
I'm sorry.
literally my Saturday afternoon movie when
Yeah.
Friday was Jocelyn's on the Ledge.
Yeah.
Woman King, put her on. Let's cry.
Yes.
Let's get empowered. I can do this.
Yes.
Does not matter. Here we go. That
yeah.
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 It gets me.
Live it.
And then the dances and the song, the
yes.
chants.
So beautiful. I was real mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's okay. Sinners, I agree with you. Number one for this year.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay,
What about Alan? Alan's like, look,
yeah,
y'all.
Alan, what is your favorite movie this year?
I don't know. I haven't seen them all yet.
Well, none of us see all the movies. Out of the
I'm
movies you've
trying to
seen so
even
far.
remember like all the ones I've seen. Like,
Go,
like
go,
you
go.
know, like I think the best stunt movie is Ballerina, but
Oh, yeah. That's
gosh, I'm just trying to think like
very
all
good.
the films I've seen this year so far.
Have
There's a
you seen
lot.
him? Have you guys seen
No, I
him?
haven't.
It looks too scary
I've
for me.
heard
It's not.
mixed reviews on that.
No?
It's
Oh,
not.
okay.
I thought Sinners was scary, and I was like, okay, Jocelyn, you can do it. So of course I got my vodka.
Yeah.
But I didn't necessarily need my vodka. It's very bloody. I like blood and guts.
Okay.
So it's very bloody. I like the message, but it really just deep dives to a certain extent into the psyche of the football
Ooh, okay.
industry and what
Okay.
they're putting these kids through in the Columbines.
Mm.
And what are these superstars doing when it's time for them to retire?
Mhm.
Are they bringing in the new recruits and training them? What does that training look like? I mean, and then these fans, the crazy fans, what extent do they really go to? Because they go to some extent.
Yeah.
It was very revealing on an artistic perspective. I'd say go
Okay.
see it.
Okay.
I don't always listen to the tomatoes. 'cause
Yeah.
they-
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a big proponent of see
Yes.
it yourself, make your own opinion. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. I can agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna see that. But yeah, so what?
I
Any
don't
thoughts,
know.
Alan?
I
No?
mean, I'm into horror a lot, so like
Yeah.
I like, things like Weapons and
Weapons was good.
although
Yeah.
there's this
Yes.
movie called Red Sonja that came out apparently straight to VOD, and I think it's based on the Schwarzenegger one, but it looks way different. So it's just I'm kind of like, this isn't about Schwarzenegger, so so I'm interested to watch that. Anyways, there's things I want to see too. It's just
Mhm.
been a busy
Yeah.
year. Well, and I've
Yeah.
been taking Rehana knows I was taking a hiatus, so it was just
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Which is important. Mental health. You
So
gotta make
important.
sure you don't burn out, especially on the thing that you love that
Yeah.
feeds
Right.
you. Because
That's
then what do you
true.
have left? So
Because what do you have left?
exactly.
But a bucket that you pee in.
Yeah.
And probably fetch water in too. It's
Yeah.
like,
And then when you need to fill it, you're like, ugh, this is pee bucket. I don't want to fill that. And then
this
it's
pea
tainted.
bucket. What
Yeah.
are we talking
And then
about?
it's tainted. Jocelyn gets it.
pee bucket.
Although
Pee
I
bucket.
think one of my favorites is an out of nowhere film like K-pop Demon Hunters.
I still haven't
Wow,
seen
they're
that.
like blowing up. They're
Yes.
blowing up. They're
Mhm.
on like every award show, busting
Yeah.
out singing.
I
They're on
can
SNL.
understand why, because it's so good.
I
Yeah.
need to see it. I mean, their
Me
voice
too.
You haven't,
got me.
both
I
of you
have- I know,
haven't seen
I know.
it.
I
Mm-mm.
need to.
No.
It's on the list.
It will be in theaters Halloween weekend. So go check it out for
Okay.
a limited release only.
But here's the thing. I thought that it was a show. I thought the K-pop.
It's a movie.
I thought
It's a
something-
movie.
But it's a movie.
Okay.
We're going.
Okay. We're gonna go.
We have no choice.
We'll do it.
You
we're
two
gonna
can
go.
go
We'll make
together.
it happen. Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
Boom.
Easy.
It's gonna be great.
Absolutely. And we can
think-
comment to each other about it the whole
Wait a
time
minute.
because
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
have
think-
all sorts of
I think it is a sing along also because the fans
good.
want it that much. So
Good.
you might know
They
the
have
songs.
beautiful voices. I mean,
Yes.
their voices. And then the cute little one, she just does like these.
Yeah.
Like she is just fierce. I love,
I love
her.
that.
I love her.
I will say,
I'm
honestly,
glad to see
people
it.
better sing along
Go, go, go,
because
go, go,
I have to
go,
say
go.
my one gripe about, I just said the word gripe. That felt weird. That made me feel old. I feel old now. Anyway, when I went and saw Hamilton in theaters because it was released, 'cause
You
it's 10
went?
year,
You
oh,
went?
oh, I
Did you
went.
say Angelica?
I was, oh my God. So it was packed, and the lady next to me was like humming like lowly, and I was like, no, we need to
Yes.
You
bust
better
this
belt
out.
it out, girl.
I'm like, why is no one singing? This
I
is a
will
weapon.
say, yes,
So
I went
I was singing.
I went to the
softly.
August one where it was the sing along. We went to like an earlier afternoon one. It was kind of not as loud as it should have been, I think. So
It
that
made me
was
so mad.
it's like a
Really?
It's almost like a Minnesota thing, or just
think
not
it is.
diehard
It's-
fan sort of thing.
It's
So
disappointing, is what
it's
it is.
disappointing. Yes,
I was
you're
singing
trying to be
and,
polite, but then like parents
but
are shushing
also,
their children.
if
It's like this is the one time you don't
They
have to do
are?
that.
Oh,
if you're
wow.
like if you're paying to see this in theater, then you've got to be a fan enough to like let
Yeah,
you
'cause
know
you
at
could
least
be at home
90%. Yes.
just
Exactly.
watching it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
It's not like we're in the actual like theater watching this and I'm singing
Right.
at Lin-Manuel. Like, come on. They even said they hope we sing along, whatever. So yeah, I
Oh,
was.
they did? They made an announcement?
Yeah.
No one was singing out loud?
It made
It's
me
a Minnesota
sad.
thing.
It has
It's
to
It
be.
in
is.
Minnesota.
It really
Yeah.
is. It's like you don't want to,
I want to be
disrupt.
polite.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Be
it. That's it.
nice. I don't
So,
want
yeah.
to interrupt you.
Minnesota
if you were in
nice.
LA, that's Minnesota nice. If you were in LA, everybody's like, Angelica
Eliza and Peggy.
and Peggy. Why does Peggy
God,
give
those
me
sisters.
Peggy from SNL?
Yes.
Kirsten Wig with the
Oh,
peg hand?
yeah.
Why does she give me that vibe? And Peggy.
And Peggy.
Sorry. I don't know if that's appropriate.
I love it. I'm all for it. But yeah. So I was singing and lightly, like I wasn't singing, so I wasn't belting it out the way that my soul wanted to, but I was
Yeah.
singing
You
at
were
least some of the
singing.
songs, mostly, oh my gosh, Leslie
Is it-
Odom Jr.'s songs because I'm obsessed with him as an
So
artist.
good. He's so
And
good.
every song he had, every song, I was
So
like, this is
good.
the best song in the
Yeah.
so anyway, my
Amazing.
partner was like, somebody's gonna come up here and punch you in the face. You gotta watch out. And I'm like, I should punch them in the face for not singing. So I'm in the right here. I don't know what everybody else's problem is.
Yeah, it's like throw
Yeah.
them out there singing during the song. It's
Yeah,
like
They're
what?
singing during the song that Lin-Manuel said you should sing during. Like,
You should
Yeah.
sing.
I'm following
I'm following directions.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Oh, yes.
Get some.
You get a gold star. I do.
Right.
I
Yes.
follow directions.
Exactly. I understood the
Sorry.
assignment of coming to see Hamilton in the movie theater. The only time it's going to happen. Oh, man. Okay. So we're going to have you on again.
Please, because obviously we ran out of time, and Alan
Yes.
is like, the countdown is
Yeah.
We're.
past.
Alan's
It's
like,
okay,
we
it's
have
okay,
things
don't
to talk
worry. No,
about
no,
that we
no,
didn't
it's
get to. And I'm like,
I know.
Talked about like 2-3 things.
I know. Oh.
It's a new format. We're getting used to it. It's just yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yes.
I had fun.
Right?
Hope whoever
Exactly.
watches
I mean, yeah, I had fun
That's
too,
the point.
of course.
This is the point. Is
This
to
is the
enjoy.
point. Yes.
So, all right. I love it.
I'm
Jacelyn,
cool with it.
we're gonna go see K-pop Demon Hunters when it's in theaters. We're gonna you're on the list for any stand-up comedians that we're gonna
yeah.
see. We're gonna have you back on, and everybody else, share, like, subscribe, get a hold of Jacelyn for all of your as a
Production
director,
stuff,
production, attend the thing this weekend that happened last weekend. Once you've seen this, yes. And in the meantime, thank you so much, Jacelyn. This
Thank
is,
you guys for having me.
I think, obviously been very amazing.
Thank you guys for having me. Can I plug really
Absolutely.
quick?
Yes, please
So
do.
for all of your production needs, please contact japineproductions.com. We are here for you to make your pre to post production and creative process easy and smooth by hiring your crew for you as well as your talent. And we work as your left arm.
I like that.
And you can follow me at Jahpenee, Jahpenee. That's at Jahpenee.
And we'll have
Jacelyn
that.
Johnson. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have that in the show notes
Yeah,
too.
we will
So,
tag that. Absolutely. Amazing. Well, thank you so much again. You're the best. And
Appreciate you guys. This was awesome.
all of the listeners, if you didn't watch this on YouTube, you probably should because it's great. All of our viewers, just everybody, thank you. And we'll see you next time. This has been Film and Beyond.
Well done.